Dear students, welcome to the online class on simple harmonic motions. Today we will discuss about or I will solve the problems that we have on the basis of the discussion, whatever we have made so far in the earlier classes. Okay, that is mainly on the basics of SHM. We will do it so that you have the basic knowledge very well. Okay, so that in later part you can do the things on your own. Okay, so I will share the screen. So if you are able to see the screen, that is fine. Okay, students, are we able to see the screen? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we have solved a couple of problems. Okay, on the basics of SHM. Okay, SHM on the basics we have solved it. Okay. Okay. So we have solved some problems on the SHM. For example, a mass of 0.5 kg causes an extension of 0.3 meters in a spring and the system is set for oscillations. Find the force constant, angular frequency period of the resulting oscillation. This is one problem we have solved. Then this is second one. A spring undergoes an extension for a mass of 50 gram. Find the frequency of oscillation for vertical oscillations with the load of 200 gram. This also we have done it. Okay, so two problem I think we have done it. Let us go for the next one. Evaluate the natural frequency of the spring constant 1974 Newton per meter carrying a mass of kg. Okay, so this is based on the free
Sir.
oscillations. It is based on the free oscillation.
Sir.
Hello.
Sir,
हाँ.
voice कैसे थे
Hello.
sir? Voice cut
Voice
थे sir.
ಕೇವಲ हाँ okay, hold ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, now the voice is clear. Hello.
Yes sir. Sir.
ನಿಮ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ದು ಹಂಗಾಗೈತನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಬ್ರದ್ದು ಆಗೈತೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ. other students are facing the issues. Hello.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Okay, okay. ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಓವರ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ನೋ we may be having lot of issues. Screen clear dana?
Yes sir.
Okay. You mean while you take the problem, okay? So we are not discussing any theory. So we'll take the problem. So you take the problem, take it down, okay? First you take down this problem. So today's problem, very simple one, okay? Just a minute. You take it down in your notebook, okay? Very important problem. So these problem have appeared in your earlier classes, earlier semester end question papers, okay? Evaluate the, I will read out for you. Evaluate the natural frequency of spring. Evaluate the natural frequency of spring constant. Evaluate the natural frequency of a spring whose spring constant is 1974 Newton per meter, carrying a mass of 2 kg. Carrying a mass of 2 kg. So here there is a spring mass system which is oscillating freely. Okay, so this is the spring mass system. Okay, here the mass that is hanged to the spring is m. What is the mass that is hanged? So I will write the first mass that is hanged to the spring, small m. I will take it as 2 kg. It's already given in kg, standard unit. And this has a spring constant K. Spring constant K. Okay, very simple problem. This has appeared in the earlier question paper. Okay, sorry, spring constant is given. What is the value of spring constant? 1974 Newton per meter. This is the spring which has the characteristics of a spring constant K equal to 1974 Newton per meter. Evaluate the natural frequency of such a spring. there is a spring with spring constant 1974 Newton per meter carrying a mass of 2 kg. What is the natural frequency? That is, it is oscillating. Okay, once it starts oscillating like this, what is the frequency of oscillation? You're getting the point? What is the frequency of oscillation? That means per second, how many oscillations are taking place? Okay, so this is the displacement. Why it is oscillating between A and B. If you start oscillating, it is oscillating between A and B. So to calculate the frequency, we have a direct formula, natural frequency of the spring. I have given in the last class. N is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into root of m divided by k divided by m. K divided by m. Okay. Hello. Yes.
Busy ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ನಾನು ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ದೆ ಈಗ.
Hello. Okay, with this formula you can calculate the natural frequency of the spring. Okay, students, switch off your mic kindly. Okay, so you have to find the natural frequency. Okay, so to calculate the natural frequency I have to use this formula. So the aim is to calculate the natural frequency.
ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಅವನ್ ಸರ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
Okay, evaluate the natural frequency. Evaluate the natural frequency of oscillation. Okay, so n you have to find. What is the value of n? We know that n is given by natural frequencies 1 upon 2 pi into root of k by m. Okay, you have to find the value of frequency as like this, k by m. So this is the equation you have to find. You have to substitute k as well as m. Therefore, n is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into root of k. K is 1974. Mass is 2 kg. What is the value? Calculate and tell me the answer. Yes, Barther, answer.
49.001, sir.
Yes, stay. 49 4.9.
4.9, sir.
9, sir.
It is 4.99 hertz. Okay, so right answer is 4.99 hertz. Or we almost take it as 5 hertz. There is one more way of doing this one. Okay, one more way of doing it. So this is the right answer that you have got. Okay, this is the answer for n. Okay, so there is one more way of doing it. So how to do it? If you know that r, you can also do it in another way like this. You know that frequency of oscillation n is given by 1 upon t. You have to calculate t, but t is equal to 2 pi into root of m divided by k. So it is same. Okay, what you are getting it is same. Or you can also do it another way. You can find t like this, or you can use this omega is equal to root of k by m. This is the formula to evaluate omega. Once you evaluate omega, you can find t is equal to 2 pi by omega. This is also right. You can calculate omega equal to k by m. Once you get omega, you substitute it in the formula, you get the value of t, you get the same answer. Okay, so if I evaluate this omega equal to k by m, omega equal to k by m, that is 1974 divided by 2. So that is equal to, it is 31.41 radians per second. This is the value what I get. So therefore t is equal to, okay, if I evaluate t, so t, you check it and tell me the answer. So this is the value of t, I can get it. What is the value of t? It is 2 pi by omega. This 2 pi divided by omega is 31.41. What is the value of t? You tell me.
Sir, 0.2.
Hello?
0.20, sir.
0.20, sir. 20.
0.2. 00. Okay.
हाँ sir.
Just a minute. I will check it. I'll check it.
20 sir.
0.
Okay. So 2 pi divided by 31.41 gives you 0.2. Okay, right. So once you get the value of t, you can get the value of frequency. Okay, so n is equal to 1 by t, that is equal to 1 upon 0.2. What is 1 upon 0.2?
5, sir.
Am I right? 1 upon 0.2, no? 1 upon 0.2. Let me check the answer. 1 divided by 0.2. Yes, it is giving you a 5 hertz. Okay, so it all depends upon which formula you can use. Okay, so there is no compulsion that you should use the only one problem which I am solving. Okay, you can use other problem also, and you can solve the problem other way also. Okay, so just an example that I have given you. Okay, the best possible and easiest way you can solve that one. Okay, go for next one. Similarly, so this one I have given you already in the problematic, in the theoretical discussion when I was doing the free oscillations. This is also appeared in the last question paper itself. Okay, these two problems, no, they have appeared in the 2 consecutive semesters. Okay, calculate the natural frequency of a simple pendulum. Okay, of length 1 meter. Okay, there is a pendulum like this, which is having a length. What is the length? Length is equal to 1 meter. So it is oscillating with the natural frequency of its own. It's oscillating with the natural frequency own between A and B. It is having a displacement theta. So what is the natural frequency? I have given the formula for natural frequency of a spring. You just check it and write the formula. So solution. Given length of the spring, length of the pendulum, L equal to 1 meter. Okay. Now to calculate, what is to calculate natural frequency or frequency of oscillations? It's not angular frequency, normal frequency. They have asked frequency of oscillation, that has taken as n equal to 1 upon 2 pi into root of g divided by L. Now here g stands for acceleration due to gravity. Okay, g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. This is the value. Okay, Lakshmi, switch off your, kindly mute your phone.
ಹೇಳೈತಿ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಹೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳೇನಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರಾಕ್ ಹೋದಿಲ್ಲ
Mute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ನೀವು ಮನ್ಯಾಗಲ್ಲ, you have to mute the mic. Okay, if you have after the query, you should switch off. Okay, so n is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into root of g ಅಂತಂದ್ರ 9.8 the meter per second square. Length is 1 meter. I have to take it as 1. Now if length, sometimes they will give in terms of centimeter. Length in ಕೊಡಬಹುದು centimeter, 100 centimeter ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, you have to convert it into meter and substitute. Okay, clear? So you calculate this answer and tell me the answer for n.
916, sir.
Huh?
4.916.
4 or 0.944. Check it. So root of 9.8 is root of 9.8. What is root of 9.8? Root of 9.8 is 3.13. So it is 3.13. Okay, divided by 2 pi. So 3.13 divided by 2 into pi. Okay, so if you get the answer, it is 0.498 hertz. Or It is 0.5 hertz. It's almost same. Therefore, n is equal to 0.5 hertz. Almost 5. Okay. Got it. Now go for the next one. Again, these are the different ways you can solve the problem. So this problem again was asked in the earlier question paper for 4 marks. You get a question only for 4 marks out of 20. You're getting the point. 4 marks out of 20, one full question. Each module you have to have one problem that is going to appear. Okay. Go for next one. It is a bit clumsier. We will do it this one detail. Next one. It is lengthier problem. Fifth one. It is bit lengthy and you have to apply the mind. Okay. Okay. Just take the problem. Hello students, have taken to the problem. So very important problem. Okay, I will read out again. A free particle is executing simple harmonic motions in a straight line with a period of 25 seconds. Okay, just highlight some important points here. A free particle is executing simple harmonic motions in a straight line with a period of 25 seconds. Okay. 5 seconds after it has crossed the equilibrium point, the velocity is found to be 0.7 meters per second. Okay. 5 seconds after it has crossed the equilibrium point, the velocity is found to be 0.7. Here it is 0.2b. It is missing here. 0.2b. E is missing. 0.2b. 0.7 meters per second. Find the displacement at the end of 10 seconds. Find the displacement at the end of 10 seconds. This is the main thing. You have to find the displacement of the simple harmonic motion. What you have to find? Simple harmonic motion. Now here this part is just neglected. Why? Because also it is and also the amplitude of oscillation. Okay. So first to evaluate displacement, obviously we have to evaluate the amplitude. Therefore, this statement doesn't carry much of the weightage. Let it be as it is. So read the problem again. A free particle is executing a simple harmonic motion. Okay. So there is a simple harmonic oscillator. This is one simple harmonic oscillator. Okay, this is oscillating between A and B. This is the point oscillator. This is B and this is A. Okay, this is equilibrium point. Okay, it is an oscillator, anything. It may be a spring mass system, a particle which is oscillating like this. It may be anything. Okay, so they have not mentioned that it is a spring. So it is executing simple harmonic motion. So what has happened is that I have a particle. So this particle is at this position y equal to 0. So it is going to move in the oscillation, that is moving upwards. It reaches the point B. After that point B, it goes back to equilibrium. Then it goes to point B in the negative direction. It reaches B and again it comes back to origin. That is equilibrium. So this is called as one oscillation. It's called as one oscillation. Now what happens here is that you have to find the displacement. What is the displacement? Okay. So first you have to find the displacement. Okay. displacement. So first, the aim is to find the displacement. What is the displacement given by? It is given by the value of y. Y, okay. Displacement at the end of 10 seconds. Displacement at the end of 10 seconds. That is after 10 seconds. T equal to 10 seconds. I will write this. This is the aim. Displacement after T2 equal to 10 seconds. I will let you know why I have taken it as T2. So after some time, 10 seconds.
Sir. Sir, ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ B ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಸರ್.
ಸರಿ ಒಂದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅದೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. Okay, after 10 seconds, now let us take this as A, as your friend told you. Okay, it is oscillating between A and B. How's that? So you have to find the displacement y. What is the value of y after 10 seconds? Andra, it starts its journey here. Okay, after 10 seconds, as it moves upwards like this, after 10 seconds, after T2 equal to 10 seconds, where the particle will be? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it here? We don't know. We have to find that location. You're getting the point? You have to find the location of that particle or the displacement of the particle. Okay, got it? So this is the aim. Find the displacement where the particle is at the end of 10 seconds. At the end of 10 seconds. Okay. Yeah, so the displacement is y. Okay, you have to find 10 seconds. What is the other information given to you? The other information is given to you is the period. Is the period of oscillation. Is the period of oscillation. What is period? Period means it's time for one to and fro motion. What is time period? So the given is time period T, that is equal to 25 seconds. This is the information that is given to you. Period means what I told you. This is a mass which is executing SHM. Okay, so this is in between point A and point B. So its journey starts here from equilibrium. Okay, it moves in the upward direction. It reaches the point A. From A it comes back to origin, that is equilibrium. From equilibrium it goes to B. From B it goes to origin or equilibrium again. So that is called as one oscillation. So for that one oscillation, how much the time that is required? It is 25 seconds. This is the information. That is for 25 seconds to make one oscillation. Okay. Then what is the other information given? The other information that is given to you is that it is velocity is given. What is given? It's a velocity. Its velocity is given. What is the velocity that is given to you? Look at the velocity term. So, okay, the velocity is, what is the velocity? The velocity is 0.7 meters per second. How much is the velocity? 0.7. So what is the other information? Velocity equal to how much it is? Velocity of the particle is equal to 0.7 meters per second. I will take it as V. It is 0.7 meters per second. This is, look here, 5 seconds after it has crossed the equilibrium. This is after 5 seconds. T1 equal to 5 seconds after crossing the equilibrium. After crossing equilibrium. That means, look here, when the point starts its journey, okay, it will cross this equilibrium. So after crossing the equilibrium point, this is the equilibrium, After 5 seconds, you are getting the point. Look here, when the particle is at y equal to 0, when the particle is here at y equal to 0, we take the time equal to t equal to 0. This is the time t equal to 0. What happened? It has crossed the equilibrium. So after t equal to 5 seconds, you note down the time. After 5 seconds, the velocity of the particle is v. It is 0.7 meters per second. After 5 seconds, it is 0.7 meters per second. At 0, the velocity is maximum. As the particle moves upwards or moves downwards, the velocity goes on decreasing. Okay. So therefore, at t equal to 5 seconds, the velocity is 0.7 meters per second. This is the other information that is given to you. So with this information, you have to find the displacement. Now here there are two times. First one, t1 equal to 5 seconds, where we have given you the velocity, You are getting the point. And you have to evaluate the displacement after t2 equal to 10 seconds. Displacement after 10 seconds, given velocity is equal to 0.7 seconds after 0.7 meter per second after 5 seconds. So find the displacement. You know the displacement equation for a SHM. It's already given to you. Many times I have given you for the displacement. So displacement is given by y is equal to a sine of omega t. This is the displacement. To find y, I should find amplitude, where a is the amplitude. A is the amplitude. Omega, what is omega? Omega is the angular frequency. That is also given to you. Omega is equal to 2 pi by t. You know the value of t. T is already there. You can calculate the omega. So only you need to find a. This is the aim now. First you find a. Substitute it in this equation for displacement. Substitute it in the equation for displacement. Okay. Okay. So just a minute. So how to find the value of a? That is the question. Okay. That is the question. Omega is there. T is there. I should find y. Now here, keep in mind at time, I have to write what is the time at time t2 equal to 10 seconds. So therefore, instead of t, I will take it as t2. I will take it as t2. Okay. So I should find a now. Therefore, amplitude is to be determined for this case. To get the amplitude, we will use the velocity given. So, okay, using the velocity, I can find the amplitude. Okay, so I can find velocity equal to, what is the velocity? Velocity is equal to, okay, what is the velocity? Velocity is given by, okay, we know that velocity equal to, we know velocity is equal to, velocity v is equal to a omega into cos of omega t. This is the equation for SHM, equation for velocity of a particle. Okay, so here you can find the velocity using this relation. Okay, you substitute here v. What is the value of v? You know that it is 0.7 and time t is t1. So that is for t1 equal to 5 seconds. It is given there, first one. After 5 seconds, it has crossed the equilibrium. Velocity was found to be 0.7 meters per second. Okay, therefore, this equation velocity, therefore, v can be written as v is equal to 0.7, that is equal to a as it is. Omega, you keep as it is. What is omega? Omega is 2 pi by t. So what is omega? Omega is 2 pi by t. It's given here. It's 2 pi by t into cos of omega. Omega is again 2 pi by t. It is 2 pi by t into time. T you want to take T instead of T, I will take it as T1. So T1 is 5 seconds. T1 is 5 seconds. Okay, like this. Okay, I will take it as T1. Okay. Now write it. Therefore, V is equal to 0.7. That is equal to A into 2 pi. 2 pi divided by T. No, what is T? T is 25 seconds into cos of 2 pi as it is divided by T. T is again 25 seconds. And T1 is 5 seconds. You substitute it. Okay. Now you have to find cos of this value. Okay. You have to find this term. Then the value of this term, you already rearrange it, get the value. Now, there is one adjustment in the calculator. You go to our calculator option. Okay. Before you do the calculation, you go to our calculator. Okay. In calculator, there is a button called as mode. Okay. In the mode, you set the setting for radians. You set the setting for radians. Okay. Then you will only get the right answer. It's not possible if you don't get the right answer. I will check it. So you have mode, you press the mode, it is going to give different options. For example, when I set mode, it is going to give 1, 2, I think the second one, when you press the mode twice, you get one option, SD. You get one option. Couple of times you've set the option, that is
Sir,
you get
degree, radians,
degree, radians, gradients. You get degrees, you get radians, you get gradient. So you get 1, 2, and 3. You press the 2 button. Once you press the 2 button, you get the value properly. That means it is set for radians. It is set for radians. So if you set for radians, then only you get the right answer. Otherwise, if it is in degrees, no, it is giving you a wrong answer. It will give you a wrong answer. Okay. Okay, you try to calculate it and tell me the answer. Okay, if I do the calculation using that, so that will give you. Okay, do the calculation and tell me the answer.
Sir.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's getting this. Okay, so you have the answer as, I will skip this V now. That is 0.7 is equal to A as it is 2 pi by 25. If I calculate 2 pi by 25, it is
0.251.
Yes, very good. It's 0.251 into cos of 2 pi divided by 25 into 5. So this will give you
0.310, sir.
Yes, I have got it as 309. It's almost 310. Okay, I have got it as 309. This is also right. What you have taken 30.319. It's hardly much difference. Okay, if I calculate again, so that will give you 0.7 equal to A into 0.251 into 0.309. That will give you 0.00775. Okay, right answer. Rearrange it for A. So that is 0.7 divided by 0.0775. That is nothing but 9.03. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is around 9.3. So A we have evaluated. Very got it. Now after that you have the displacement equation Y. This is the equation Y you have, where I have written heights here. So this is the equation for displacement I have written here. In this I have evaluated Y. You calculate omega. Omega is also known. T2 is there. T2 is 10 seconds. Calculate the value of Y. A is 9.3 now. Omega you have to calculate, it's here. You can directly substitute it as, okay, 2 pi by T. T is 25. Then calculate the value of Y. So therefore Y is equal to, I have to rewrite. Therefore displacement Y is equal to A sine of omega into T2. That is Y is equal to A sine of omega is 2 pi by t into t. Why? Because you know that omega is 2 pi by t. Okay. So y equal to A you have calculated as 9.03 into sine of 2 into pi divided by t. T is how much? 25 seconds. Okay. And T2 is here. Displacement at T2 I have to mention 10 seconds. Okay. So therefore 10 here. And you get it as y equal to 9.03 into sine of this value. Anybody has done the calculation? Sine of this value?
Sine 2.1513, sir.
2.513. Check madama. Sine of 2 pi by 20. Sine of. Check it and tell me the answer. 2 pi. Sine madri. New setting nodri. Right again. Sine of 2 into pi. Pi means it is you have to set in radians. Okay. 2 pi into 10 divided by 25. Close the bracket. It is 0.587. ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಹೆಂಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್. ಸೈನ್ ಬಟನ್ ಒತ್ತಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ದ ಸೈನ್. First press the sign button. You open the bracket. Then 2 into press pi into 10 divided by 25. Close the bracket equal to answer. Bantanama answer? Hello?
sir.
Correct banta?
sir,
Yes, banta answer? 0.587. Yes. Yes, very good, very good. Into 0.587. What is the answer? 9.3 into 0.587.
5.310, sir.
Huh?
5.310, sir.
5.3.
Okay, yes, yes, it's the right answer. So I shall just a minute, I shall clear it and I shall write it here. It's not working properly today. I don't know why. Okay, we'll write here itself the value of y. I don't know why it's working today. So 0.587, what is the answer? 0.587 into 9.03 into 0.587. 5.3 is the answer. 5.3 meters. 30 meters. So this is the displacement at T2 equal to 5, T2 equal to 10 seconds. Okay. Take the answer. This is the answer. What you have? 5.3 seconds. Okay. So y equal to okay. So this is the answer. Okay. So let's go for the next one. Okay. I have taken down the students. Okay, have you taken down the problem? Okay, go for next one. Take down the problem. Okay, so go for the next problem. A man weighing 600 Newton. A man weighing 600 Newton. Okay. Steps on a spring scale machine. The spring in the machine is compressed by 1 centimeter. Find the force constant of the spring. Very simple problem. Okay, we are coming back to easy. So there is a spring scale machine. There is a spring scale machine. Okay. Like this. Okay. Weighing machine means what? A machine which is used to weigh. Tuka madu machine ante now. So this is a machine. Are you able to hear me, students? Okay. So a man of 600 newtons stands on this weighing machine. He is going to stand. As soon as he stands, the weighing machine has a spring in it. It is getting compressed. It is getting compressed like this. Okay, it gets compressed like this. It is compressed by a certain length. How much it is compressed? It is compressed by y equal to 1 centimeter. You're getting the point? What is the weight of this person? The weight is 600 Newton. This is the weight. You're getting the point? Okay, a man weighing 600 Newton steps on a spring scale machine. Scale machine means a machine which is used to weigh. Weigh means yav tooka madak use ಮಾಡ್ತೇವಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು weigh ಅಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು. Okay, is used to weigh a machine. Okay, got it. Steps on a spring scale machine. The spring in the machine is compressed by 1 centimeter. As soon as the man stands on it, it gets compressed. Now this is the compressed spring. Compressed spring. Once it is compressed, okay, you have to find the spring constant of the spring. What is the value of K using this principle? So what is the solution? Okay, it's very simple. Use the spring constant idea. So we know that first you write the information what is given to you. A man weighing. Weighing means weight is given. What is the weight? Weight is in terms of 600 Newton. Now here weight is nothing but in terms of kg. You are getting the point that you know. But actually in physics term, okay, weight means it is nothing but force that is equal to 600 Newton. That is force exerted by person. So how much the force is exerted? M into G. When a man sits on it, stands on it, he is applying a force F equal to mass into G. That is mass is the mass of this person. Okay. So this is the, therefore it is given in terms of Newton. Therefore weight means it is nothing but F that is equal to 600 Newton. Okay. After that there is a displacement. This is the displacement that has taken place. The displacement is Y. What is the displacement? It is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter means 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2. One into 10 to the power of minus 2 meters. Okay. Now you apply the condition for spring constant. You apply the condition for a spring constant. Okay. So we know that restoring force Fr is equal to, is directly proportional to, Fr is directly proportional to the displacement y, directly proportional to the displacement y and pointing towards the equilibrium. So if I remove the proportionality sign, I get a constant times of y, where k is the force constant or spring constant in this case. Therefore, k can be written as minus of Fr divided by y, or simply I can write k is equal to Fr divided by y. I don't want the magnitude, I only want the magnitude, not the direction. Therefore, I can write Fr divided by y. But at equilibrium, we know that Fr is equal to F. Therefore, I can write K is equal to Fr divided by Y, or F divided by Y. What is F? F is equal to 600 Newton. So I have to write 600 Newton divided by Y. What is Y? Y is the displacement. It is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2. So it is 6 into 10, 100 into 10 to the power of 2. That is 6 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per meter. This is the value for K. Okay. So very simple one. Therefore, K equal to 6 into 10 to the power of 4 Newton per meter. Okay. Go for next one. Have you taken down this, students? Am I? Hello?
Sir.
Marat, Harsha. Harish Marat. Harish Marat, you are here? No. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Are you taking it, or just you are looking at the screen, or?
ಬರ್ಕೊಳಕತ್ತೀನಿ.
ಬರ್ಕೊಳಕತ್ತೀಯಾ? ಹಂಗಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ನ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫೋಟೋ ಹೊಡೆದು ಕಳ್ಸ ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್. ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್, ಆರ್ ಯು ದೇರ್?
ಸರಿ.
ನೀನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಪ. ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಯಾರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನ, anybody, after this class immediately you have to send me back.
Okay.
Go for next one, next problem. So this is problem number 6. Okay. Go for next one, problem number 7. Read the problem. An electric motor weighing 50 kg is mounted on a springs, 4 springs. Each has a spring constant of 2 into 10. Okay, I think something is missing here, that 2 into 10 Newton per meter. 2 into 10 Newton per meter. Just a minute, I will. It is 10 to the power of 3. 3 is missing here. Okay, fine. 2 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter. The motor moves only in vertical direction. Find the natural frequency of the system. Again, I will read out. An electric motor weighing 50 kg is mounted on 4 springs, each of which has spring constant 2 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter. The motor moves only in vertical direction. Find the natural frequency of the system. Okay. Now I have a system like this. Okay, there are 4 springs. So this is the reference what I have. Okay, so there are 4 springs which are connected like this. Got it? An electric motor of 50 kg is placed here. This is the electric motor. Some electric motor is placed here. Got it? This is an electric motor. Okay, it is vibrating. Okay, now here the spring constant is K. Okay, they are connected in some parallel form. Okay, an electric motor has an electric motor weighing 50 kg, weighing 50 kg. This is the electric motor. Weighing means mass. The mass is given by 50 kg. What is the mass? I will take it as m, that is equal to 50 kg. Is mounted on 4 spring. It is placed on 4 springs, which has a spring constant K. What is the spring constant? K, that is equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter. Okay, this is the spring constant of all these springs. K. There are 4 springs, though. They all have 4. They all have the spring constant same. The motor moves only in vertical direction, that it is moving only in vertical directions. Find the natural frequency of the spring system. So here I have one thing. So actually it is a spring mass system like this. This is a spring mass system. Okay, this spring, there are 4 spring. Instead of 4, I will take only 1 spring in, and the mass is replaced by a 50 kg mass like this. So the 4 springs, whatever you have, 4 springs should be replaced with the single spring. It should be replaced with the single spring. You are getting the point. So I have 4 spring that you convert it into its equivalent spring. They are parallel. Therefore, I will take it as Kp, its equivalent springs. The mass is as it is 50 kg. Okay, using this, you have to find the frequency of oscillation. So no. Okay, so the natural frequency of oscillation for the equivalent system, that is N. So N is equal to how much? The formula is N is equal to 1 over 2 pi into root of K divided by M. Okay. Now here I have to change it to a new system. Okay. So I have to write this. So what is the spring constant? It is Kp, parallel combination of the springs. Now you have to find Kp. Mass is given. So therefore Kp I have to find. So there are 4 spring constants, and each spring constant has a value of K equal to 2 into 10 to the power of 3. Therefore, I have to add all those. So K plus K plus K plus K. Why? Because they are in parallel. Okay. Why? Because springs in parallel. When the springs are in parallel, so I can write Kp is equal to sum of all the spring constants. Okay. So it is 4 times of K. 4K means 2 into 10 to the power of 3. So Kp is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter. So this is the resultant spring constant. Okay. For the springs that I have taken. Therefore, N I have to write. It is 1 divided by 2 pi into root of Kp. Kp is 8 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by mass. Mass is how much? 50 kg. You calculate it and tell me the answer. Calculate this and tell me the answer. So root of 8 divided by 50. 8 divided by 8 into 10 to the power of 3 divided by 50. So 160, you get it here. So that is N equal to 1 upon 2 pi. Hedama.
Sir, N equal to 2.01, sir.
Check the root of 160 is what? 12.26. Okay. 12.64 divided by 2 pi. 12.64 divided by 2 pi. 2 into pi shifted. Yes, what is the answer? What is the answer?
2.0.
N equal to what is the frequency?
0.85.
Yes, Bhartadre?
2.01.
2.01
Hertz, sir.
hertz. 2.01 hertz. This is the value we get for the. Okay. So check it and can confirm it later also. So these are the problems that you have. And you do the next one. Okay. If you are not able to do the next one, I will do it in the coming classes. Okay. You take down this as an assignment. Okay. try to solve this and come up with the result. Okay. 5, 6, 7. I think this is problem number 8. Okay, you take down this as assignment and solve it. Okay. One information, students, in the examination, no, they will give you the problem for 4 marks. Problem is compulsory for 4 marks. So if there is a 20 marks question in one module, okay, 4 marks definitely is allotted for the numericals or problem. Okay, remaining 16 marks is the theoretical questions. Okay, so if there are 2 questions in each module, both the questions in module carries one 4 mark question. Therefore, problems are very important, and you maintain a book for this. Okay, clear? Hope it is done. So in the next class or coming classes, whenever we will try to solve this one. Meanwhile, you try it on your own. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, you can do it on your own. Okay, so I shall stop here itself. Before you leave, just I will take the attendance. Let me check how many students are there. Okay, only 25 students are there. Now it's really bad that you are not attending the classes. I have to take the action if you are not attending the classes. Okay, so let us see who are there in the class. Aishwarya, Karthi, Anusha. Okay, Niba, Fatima is there in the class. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Last class I had just randomly called your name and there was no reply from your end. Okay, fine.
Sorry.
Then okay, you should be there for the class. Okay, don't worry about it. Shashank Angadi is there. Shashank Angadi.
Yes, sir.
Are you there? Very good.
Yes, sir.
Sindhu is there. Patan Shetty.
Yes, sir.
Don't be a guest. You be the family member of SK City. If you are entering in the guest, take the login from Ramesh sir. I've been telling you. It is showing the guest. You can see here. Okay. Okay. Try to call Ramesh sir and get the logins. Okay.
Okay.
And Varun Karmadi.
Yes, sir.
Are you a guest, man? It is showing a guest. You should take the login and enter it through the MS Teams. Okay. Okay. Fine. So I shall stop here itself in the next class. No. Okay. Thank you for being in the class. In the coming class, that is on Monday,